Are you living by faith or just by fear? Now, this may seem like a simple question to answer, but the reality is that it's much more complex than it appears. So, let us dive deeper into what it means to live by faith and how you can pass the ultimate test. In today's world, we are surrounded by uncertainty and doubt. It seems like every day brings with it new challenges and problems that we didn't have before. From global crises to economic anxieties and social divisions, there's a lot that could cause us to lose faith in ourselves and in our abilities. Many people have turned away from traditional belief systems, embracing instead a more skeptical and individualistic approach to life. So, what does all of this mean for me? How can you tell whether you're living a life guided by genuine faith or simply by fear? Well, let's start by defining faith itself. What exactly does it mean to have faith? Well, faith is often defined as complete trust or confidence in someone or something. But beyond this basic definition, faith is actually a profound and complex concept that has been pondered by philosophers and theologians for centuries. At its core, faith is a deep trust and commitment to a higher power, a belief in something beyond the physical world that guides and sustains us through life's journey. Faith is not just a feeling or a set of beliefs, it's a way of life that shapes our values, our actions, and our perspectives. It gives us strength when we are weak, it provides guidance when we are lost, and it offers hope when all seems hopeless. In fact, the Bible tells us that without faith, it is impossible to please God. For those who have faith, he says, believe that God exists and that he rewards those who seek him. So, if you want to truly live a life that honors God, then you must cultivate faith in him. But how do you do that? Well, let's move on to the next point and talk about the ultimate test. Now, so far we've talked about how faith is more than just a feeling, but a deep trust and commitment to God. We also know that having faith is essential if you want to live a life that honors God. But what does it mean to truly live by faith? Well, the ultimate test of your faith is when you face your deepest fears and anxieties. When faced with difficult decisions or challenging situations, do you turn to God for guidance, or do you rely on your own understanding and abilities? This is the true test of faith, the willingness to confront your fears and doubts and seek God's will, even when it's hard to understand, when it seems like he is silent. Many people say they have faith, but their faith is only tested when they encounter difficulties and hardships in their lives. In these times of trouble, their faith can waver, and they can find themselves doubting God's plan for them. However, those who genuinely live by faith are able to remain steadfast in their beliefs, no matter what challenges they face. They trust in God's promises, and they know that he will never leave them or forsake them. Living by faith is not always easy, but it is always possible. With God's help, you can develop a strong spiritual foundation and live a life that honors him. So how do you do this? Let's move on to the next point and talk about how to live by faith. So, we've established that living by faith means putting your trust in God, even when things are tough. But how do you actually do this? First, you must make a conscious effort to develop a strong spiritual foundation. Take the time to pray regularly, meditate on Scripture, and worship God. Building a solid spiritual foundation will help you stay connected to God and strengthen your faith. But it's not just about strengthening your connection to God. It's also important to cultivate gratitude in your everyday life. Gratitude is a powerful emotion that can help you focus on the positive aspects of your life. Make it a habit to express gratitude for the blessings you have received. Gratitude can help you overcome negative emotions and bring you closer to God. Another important aspect of living by faith is surrounding yourself with people who support your spiritual growth. Find a church or a community of believers who share your values and who can offer guidance and support when you need it. The people you surround yourself with can have a significant impact on your faith and your life overall. If you're struggling to find your path, or if you need guidance on certain matters, don't hesitate to reach out to a pastor, a counselor, or another trusted advisor. These individuals can provide valuable insights and help you navigate the challenges you face with faith. Finally, remember that living by faith is a journey, not a destination. There will be times in your life when you feel like you're remaking progress in your faith, and other times when you feel like you're retaking steps back. It's important to be patient with yourself and to trust in the process. God has a plan for you, and with faith, you can walk confidently towards your purpose. So now let's move on to the last part of our video and talk about embracing the journey. Now, we've discussed that living by faith means trusting in God, even when things are tough, and that you can strengthen your faith by building a solid spiritual foundation, cultivating gratitude, surrounding yourself with supportive people, and seeking guidance when needed. But what does it mean to embrace the journey? Embracing the journey means accepting that life is full of ups and downs, and that you should find meaning in the unexpected turns and challenges you encounter. Faith is not always about having all the answers. Sometimes God's plan is not clear, and that's where faith comes in. It's about trusting in God's goodness and believing that He has a purpose for everything you go through. Unexpected circumstances and challenges are not necessarily bad things. They can be opportunities for growth, learning, and transformation. For example, a job loss might lead you to a new career that you're more passionate about. A relationship breakup might open the door for you to meet someone who's even more compatible with you. And a health scare might motivate you to make positive changes to your lifestyle. Of course, this doesn't mean that it's easy to embrace the journey. Sometimes life throws us curveballs that are difficult to deal with. But when we choose to look for the lessons and opportunities hidden within these challenges, we can turn our pain into purpose and our struggles into strength. This is a powerful concept that can help us live a life of faith. Instead of focusing on the negative or on the things we can't control, we can choose to embrace the journey and find meaning in the unexpected. We can trust in God's plan for us and believe that He will help us through any challenges we face. So I encourage you to take some time to reflect on your own life and the challenges you've faced. Have you ever found that a difficult situation actually led you to a better place? Have you ever discovered a new strength or a new opportunity that you would have found if you had gone through a particular challenge? Sharing your story can inspire others and show them that they, too, can embrace the journey and trust in God's plan for them. And if you're going through a tough time right now, know that you're not alone. Reach out to God in prayer, lean on your friends and family for support, and look for the lessons and opportunities that are hidden within your current situation. With faith, you can embrace the journey and find purpose in the unexpected. I hope this video has been an encouragement and a blessing to you today. Remember, you are valuable and loved by God. If you resonated with this message and found it helpful, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and share it with your friends. If you have any comments or thoughts, please drop them below. Until next time, keep praising God and thanking Him for His abundant goodness in your life. And as always, thanks for watching and supporting this channel.